Hey folks, good morning. Welcome to Big Jet TV. I'm Jerry Dyer and you're watching a very special Saturday show. It has to be said, we've just spent the last 2 days out in Europe with our members, both in Madrid and then Frankfurt yesterday. And a big shout out to our good friend Andy out there in Frankfurt. Thanks again, Andy, for yesterday. So what are we here for today, folks? Welcome to everybody watching on Daily Express, of course all our fantastic members across the channels on YouTube and Facebook, and of course Twitter as well. We are here to witness the inaugural departure of a very special aircraft that that Etihad have collaborated with Boeing to bring this eco aircraft into operation. It is, I'll be reading out some details on it very shortly, but basically we're expecting an 8:10 departure. What is interesting is we just arrived here, and when we were setting up, it became apparent that those of you who are aware of how the operations run here at Manchester, normally we would expect to see 2-3 left this particular runway that you're looking at here in operation. 2 parallel runways at Manchester, the right hand runway, the northern runway, which you're seeing that aircraft going out on now, and of course the southern runway, 2-3 left and right. However, and we are told, advised that yesterday the runway was closed. I'm not sure for what reasons, however, and that is potentially the case today, but never mind, because we do have a shot of the Dreamliner, very special livery on it as well, very exclusive, but the ops vehicle has just made a pass down the 2-3 left runway, so there's a possibility they may be opening it, so that we'll just have to wait for. If we don't have the operations here, it's a shame, I have to say, because obviously the aircraft will taxi up and out and depart out of the northern runway, which we'll still get to see a good shot of her from the side as she taxis out, and of course as she rotates as well. However, the other alternative exclusive shot that we have here on the left runway is of course this roll-on point here, which of course all of our members on Big Jet TV and regular viewers will be aware it is a fantastic image because it's very, very close and very, very exciting. But either way, we're going to get it, and so let's get on with the show. And she's pushing back. Okay. Wow. So she is. So she is. Okay, here we go. Let's turn it around. Okay, she's pushing back, folks. So we are going to. Pretty sure that this runway is not going to be operational, which is a great shame. So like I said, this is a partnership, eco-partnership, as both Etihad and Boeing announced a couple of weeks ago. A specially themed Boeing 787 Dreamliner used to test products, procedures and initiatives designed to reduce aircraft carbon emissions. Of course, let's remember that the engines on this aircraft already highly efficient in terms of their fuel burn. One of the modern engines that we see on the big twin jets nowadays. Not sure. I think they might be running either the GEs or the Rolls-Royce power plant. I'm not sure, but the Etihad Dreamliner, as it's called, used by both companies, that is Boeing and Etihad. Let me just do something here. A second. Got. So used by both companies, Boeing and Etihad, to explore and assess environmental sustainability initiatives while the aircraft operates scheduled services across the airline's network. And other stakeholders, from equipment suppliers to airspace regulators, are invited to join the companies in advancing the testing efficiency measures on or with the Dreamliner. There she is, looking pretty spectacular, it has to be said. So of course we've got comments only for our members on YouTube and Facebook. Good morning all our wonderful members, having joined us yesterday and the day before for our Euro tour. Thursday and Friday. This actual livery, blended blue-green, looking very minty taste, minty fresh, unveiled at the 2019 Dubai International Air Show, and that was by the Group Chief Executive Officer Tony Douglas. So very quiet over here on the South Bank. This is the South Bank at Manchester. Very popular place for tree ball mint. Yes, indeed. Scratch and sniff, that would be definitely a mint smell. Etihad has the largest fleet of Dreamliners in the Middle East. 37 879s and 6 of the larger Dash 10s. The 9 being the shorter variant, and the 10 obviously being the larger, longer variant with oh look, we've got a 747 coming out behind it. Now when you talk about gas guzzlers, that's certainly one coming out behind it, which but we can forgive. Oh, she's on a tow, is she? We can forgive her for that though, because she is the Queen of the Skies and the original. Interestingly enough, coming from Etihad, and I would imagine that this is the case for all operators around the world. Deployment of the 787 has led to significant reductions in fuel use and carbon emissions. Most definitely, that would be all down to those wonderful engines, of course. And of course, I'm not sure if this particular aircraft is running on biofuel, but I do know that it has already had a biofuel run. And the first one to use the service was from Abu Dhabi to Amsterdam in January of this year. So lots of radios going on around us. So I think the best thing that I can do is just... Ooh, that's interesting. We might have a departure out of this runway, folks, because the lights have just gone on, have just been turned on. So we may have. Let's listen out for the radio and see if we're getting a 2-3 left departure. Which is not our radio, yes. Let's make sure that people are aware of that.
Not supposed to be listening to the radio.
This is quite exciting, folks. This would be wonderful. He's not coming out of this runway, folks. No. He's just been asked if he wants to. Switch. Just asked him if he wants to go out of 2-3 left or right, didn't he? Oh, that was someone else, was it? Okay. It's going to be a 2-3 right departure. That's how efficient those engines are, folks. Okay, so at least you can stick around for some extreme action here for 2-3 left departures. So obviously all the equipment on board the aircraft, all tested and passed for being eco-friendly, right down to the pilot's underpants, I believe, made out of paper. Obviously that's a joke. Not a bad idea, actually. Paper underpants. Easily disposable. It's beautiful. It's looking good. She arrived this morning around about 6 a.m. Photo bomb. So ironically enough, folks, even though this marks a historic moment, those beady-eyed amongst you, avgeeks, aviation fans from around the world, as this Dreamliner taxis for departure on runway 23 right at Manchester International, she will taxi past. You'll see the tails of 5 Boeing 737 MAX aircraft, which are the Achilles heel right now of Boeing, it has to be said. And Boeing does need a bit of good news to inject a little bit of enthusiasm once again for the aircraft manufacturer. And it has to be said, the wing on this Dreamliner is one fabulous design. All carbon. She's an all carbon fuselage as well, so already extremely lightweight and highly fuel efficient. very low fuel burn. ETOPS capability, of course. Got oh, sorry about that. Got blues and twos. They have their oh. That's brilliant, isn't it? Slight difference, slight difference. Okay, so here we go, folks. This is Manchester International has a very unique sort of humped runway. So it's an upward gradient before it reaches around about halfway mark. Maybe a little bit less than that. Sort of a third, I guess, before the runway starts to run down again. So the aircraft that are landing are actually landing on an upslope when they are coming in from the east. Oh yeah, we're going to get a good side-on shot of a yeah. So I can assure you folks, unlike yesterday's non-starter with the 777X, which a lot of people, some 60-odd thousand people waited for the best part of. I don't know. It went live when I was about to leave Frankfurt. It was supposed to start. It didn't even get off the ground, which is great. Which is a great shame, of course, for Boeing, and it's not their fault. Of course, it was weather related in terms of the reasons why it didn't get off the ground. So hopefully, I'm not sure if they're planning to fly tonight or whenever it might be, or whether they're going to leave it till next week now. But we're not going to be sitting here for 6 hours waiting for this aircraft to go. She's just waiting for clearance. We will get obviously there is an arriving aircraft because it is a departures and arrivals runway, dual capability on this runway this morning. So ATR by the looks of it, is it a little ATR with Orani? Orani's ATR, there we go. Built and assembled at Toulouse, the ATR. Interestingly enough, I'm not actually seeing the Dreamliner on radar. Is she? Oh, there she is. I've got her. She is, of course, a -10, folks, in case anybody's wondering. The Mint liner. Registration Alpha 6 Bravo Mike Hotel. Details of the 737 MAX. Apparently looking to rebrand the MAX, which okay, so she has clearance, and we're just waiting for her to go. Should depart more or less in front of us. Should not need a lot of runway. And here she comes now. Bit of overwing vortex before she disappears into the cloud, and there she goes. Here we go, folks. How about that? Seamless. Seamless. Okay, now we can have all the serious stuff's out of the way now. Now we can have a bit of fun. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, yes, indeed. Oh, right, okay, there we go. And breathe out. Fantastic. Fandabadorsy. I say, folks, welcome. Right, okay, so now we're hoping that 23 left will be open. As you can see, the runway lights are on and active. And we did hear the ATC asking somebody, not sure who it was, but whether or not they preferred a 23 left or 23 right departure. And I tell you what, you might want to hang around, because that A380 is potentially, let's just hope, let's just cross our fingers that the left-hand runway is going to be opened. Everything's green here, so let's hope that we get the green light, so to speak. God bless you. So, okay, let's. I can talk to the animals now. Okay. Creator Studio. Okay, welcome everybody, aviation fans around the world. Don't forget, folks, next week, Wednesday, we're going to be in a simulator with a great, is that Hainan's or is that at Hong Kong? I'm not sure. It's Hainan, isn't it? I think that it is Hainan. Motion Sim down at Gatwick, folks, might want to look them up, but they will be the feature show next Wednesday with our members. That's quite a nice private jet there, isn't it? So we will be, that's a beautiful livery on that private jet. I don't know whose is that, but I'm sure that looks pretty smart, doesn't it? Alpha Bravo Charlie, oh, Alpha Sierra Charlie Papa. Yeah, smart. And of course, in the background, very sad, of course, Thomas Cook A330s. Hearing yesterday that the German arm, part owned by Lufthansa, Condor, has been bought by the Polish owner of LOT Airlines. So good security for the Condor company and its staff and crews as well, and just going to be making very small changes to the existing aircraft because the current aircraft did have, because they were linked with the Thomas Cook airline, but the old Condor livery, which is quite retro, which is actually very retro, especially featuring on the 767 Condor Retrojet that we saw in Frankfurt yesterday. That's going to be the new feature on the Condor aircraft. Now I'll tell you what, this Ryanair 737 is definitely coming out 2-3 left. Oh, if they only had made it 20 minutes later. Anyway, we're going to, here you go, folks. Get ready to turn up the volume and piss the neighbours off. At this time of the morning, with my reputation. Creator Studio. Studio line. Yes, we're going to be at Motion Sim next week with our members only, folks. Members only. With Alan Carter down at Motion Sim with a 737 NG fully efficient 737 NG simulator. So we're going to go go through everything, the full procedure, literally from a dead cockpit right the way through to a live cockpit startup, procedures, and then, oh, look at this, beautiful. Look at that! Look at that! Yeah! That's a shot, that is. We love a wet runway at Manchester on 2-3 right arrivals. Same jetliner, except that's a, I think that might even be an 8. I don't know if that's a 9 or an 8 with American Airlines. Welcome to the UK. So here we go, the first departure. So this is what it's a shame we didn't get it, but I think when you weigh it all up, I think that I think it was better to have a just that one aerial twig. Isn't it, eh? Hello, look at me, I'm a twig. Here we go, straight out, turn and burn. Turn it up, so turn it up. Watch for the, see if we get a wizard.
Big man.
Hey man, how you doing?
Yeah,
All right, mate.
You all right, mate?
Yeah, how are you?
Yeah, buzzing, pal.
Good man.
Catch it.
Yeah, we did.
Nice one.
You're back on soon, aren't you?
We're filming the series at the minute, yeah?
Good lad.
So yeah, we'll be back on the end of the month.
Brilliant, man.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
Good, getting a lot of good stuff.
Good man.
Enjoy it, pal.
Thanks, cheers, mate. No, bit naughty, but there we go. Hello. Thanks to Kaz and Daz once again for bringing my refreshments this morning. Kaz, of course, off to have her hair done as per normal, and Daz left on his own to fall arse over tit again. That twig is quite annoying. I might even move 6 feet to my left once this aircraft's gone, because that's going to annoy me. That is just that twig in the shot there. Just a little swiggy wiggy. Wow, look at this, going full length. Fair play. Of course, this is the much discussed Flybe carrier, rescued by the government earlier on this month. Now, as soon as the speed brakes drop, then she's going to go to full thrust. Watch this. Eon Folly. This is a Dash 8. De Havilland, I think it is. It's a De Havilland. And De Havilland, of course, being the famous manufacturer of the Mosquito. And the Comet, I think De Havilland was the Comet. Oh, got a 330 on push. Phil Loxton, Darren Emerton, Scott Topley. Ruddy twig. Yeah, I'm going to get that twig out of the way, mate. Don't you worry about it, son. It's always something, isn't there? John Neal, thank you for the Frankfurt show. As soon as those speed brakes drop, that will signify the takeoff run. There she goes. Now watch the vortex, the prop vortex, folks. We should get clean prop vortex. We should get a clean prop vortex from this shot in these conditions. Watch the vortex off the prop tips. There it is, there it is. Wow, look at that. Look at it. Yeah. Wow. Manchester. Don't we love Manchester? Right, okay, I'm going to move. I'm going to get the twig out of the way. Twig's sake. Hold it right there, Shim Shim. Now the question is, am I going to be able to make this, or am I going to go arse over tip? Hold on a minute. See you later, or I'll go down there. You ready? You're going to come with me, folks. Ready? Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Don't feel sick, do you? Don't feel sick, do you? No, you're all right. Okay. He's still there, the little twig, but he's further down there, isn't he? Hey. Twig's sake. So this is probably with Stobart air, I'd imagine. Something like that. John Allen, thank you. Noel Cassidy. You on any sign of Bruno Fernandes? What's that? Who's that? Bit random, isn't it? Hey, look at this. Got 330 coming out and a beautiful 757. If you're a 757 fan, folks, this is the time to watch. All right. The icing boots on the leading edge, folks. This is an ATR, obviously different than the Dash 8 model that we just saw going out. This is an ATR, built and assembled. Oh, listen to the runway. Yeah. Okay. Right. And there we go. Just doing a little bit of adjustment there. Just yeah, they're all coming across here now. Yeah. Oh, so 2-3 left is your left is your departure. Wow. Sorry about that. 2 757s, folks. Odette, good morning. Cameron Knights, Donna O'Brien. Please. 2 Dreamliners on push. Is that a United 7-6? Oh, sorry. Okay. I've got a United 767. That Bruno fella, he's a Man United player, I believe. No? Oh, potentially signing for Man United. Okay, so he's come over for a cup of tea and a chat. Oh, is he? Oh, right. So here we go, folks. Rolls-Royce RB211's powering this 757 classic jet. You're going to get a great sound from these engines when she spools up. By the looks of it, he's in a bit of a hurry, so it could be a turn and burn. Okay, Neil Schwartz saying we'll miss the AN12, the rare AN124s visiting here. Will we? I don't know. When are they coming in here? Neil, can you tell us? The Siren General. Some new names I'm seeing there on YouTube. Sandy Humphrey, Tamara Goodwin. Singapore 350 on approach, Tamara Goodwin, thank you. Jason Clayton, good morning. Stephen Owers loves the 757. Vinnie Jones, good morning. Cameron Knights. Here we go, here we go. Yeah. So a little bit of rain in the air, that's going to keep the runway moist. Oh, misses. Yeah. Donna O'Brien Frey should be out soon. When am I back at where? Yeah, I don't know if you're picking that up, folks, but the rumble is exquisite, even off the CFM 56 engines. Virgin 330 just touched down. Missed that. Okay, another 757 on its way out. Let me just do a little bit of maintenance here, just some waterproofing. What's this, Daniel Hill? I think your commentary and style would liven things up. What's that? Here we go. Beautiful Jet 2 757. Emirates 380 on the push, folks. Now, if you're watching this, share it now if you get the chance. If you've been trying to tell anybody about how amazing aviation is, if you've been trying to tell anyone, your schoolmates, your husband, your wife, your kids, your granny, your granddad, whoever, make sure that they come to the TV or your device now and watch this 380 come out and taxi for departure and depart here at a runway 23 left, because it is an awesome and immense sight like you've never seen before. So share the feed, folks. Let's get sharing. Give us a like and subscribe to the channel if you like as well. Somewhere in the region of 2,000 new subscribers every month we're running out at the moment on Big Jet TV on YouTube, and over 100,000 likes on Facebook. Here we go, 757. Fire it up. Mate. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to, oh, look at this beautiful 767 coming straight at us. I would take the Twig exit, but there we go. See, that's the new growth, that is. But I've got a plastic fantastic coming in any moment. Okay, I'm going to show you the Wizard, folks. See if we get a Wizard. It's where the engine ingests all the air that's obviously in the vicinity of its cowlings, of its engine nacelles. As it sucks all that air in, it sometimes creates a vortex at the bottom part of the engine. We call it a Wizard. Here we go. Did you see it? Dual Wizards. Man. The wonderful Wizard of Oz. How about that? Look at the wing flex on that 7.6 still, man. Look at him bank, man. He was going into a bank or a slight side slip there. Yeah, that was awesome. Come on, give us it. Is that a lady captain? No, sorry. He won't like that I said that, will he? Yeah, sorry. I'm looking for a very small monitor, of course, don't forget. Go on, look left, son, look left. Don't be shy now. Go on, look left. Come on, first officer. Tell your skipper. Should we give him a wave? Look left, mate, look left. Stop talking about... It's very nice. Cheese sandwich, isn't it? Well, it didn't really... I don't know, really. Well, I don't know, I took the dog for a walk. The wife said we should get a new cat, but I don't know about that. We've got Tilly Dreamliner coming out. Hello? Hello? Got a package for Mr. Stevens. Hello? 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 Mr. Stevens? Just not interested, is he? Go on, Sam! Let's watch the vortex. He's had a drink of milk there, he's stuck his nose in the milk. Okay, watch the props, folks, watch the props. There it is, look at that, look at that. Yeah. That's when it reaches, that's when the prop, that's when the prop reaches maximum rotation speed, I'm guessing. The prop tips themselves reach the speed of sound, I think, and that's sometimes the noise that you hear, and also the noise that you hear from the big fan blades like the GE90s and the Trent 1000s. GE9X is what powers the Dreamliner. GE9X and the sorry, sorry, it is it is, because it's the 10 that's the big one on the 777X, isn't it? I think it's the 9X that
I don't really know.
Okay, Stephen's got a new member here. Oz Flight Sim Expo. G'day. First class, full member. Flight Sim Expo. Got any? Do we have any Aussie? Sorry. Well, of course we've got Aussies in the house. Always have Aussies in the house at this time in the morning. Got an A330 Virgin Atlantic A330 coming out. Got any Dutch fans in the house? KLM coming out. 737 KLM. Daniel Hill. Cameron Knights, Joe Perkins, blimey, Vinnie Jones, Stephen Owes, Jason Clayton, Tamara Goodwin. I think I might have missed a load of comments here, folks. Sorry if I missed your comment, by the way. Please come back and Gen X, there we go, it's the Gen X, the M14 guy. Thank you very much indeed. Of course it is. Max Mitchell has thrown me a £2 in there for a coffee. Thanks, mate. That's... Oh, Mark Duffy has asked me to go and buy a Curly Whirly. I will do that, mate. I'm actually going to do that. You know that? I'm going to actually do that. Wow, the comments on YouTube are thick and fast. Here we go for all our Dutch friends out there in Holland with KLM 737. Colin Stew tomorrow. Good one. Vic Van Nort. There we go, Rick. This one for you, my friend. Straight out, turn and burn, son. RT's in the house. Richard. Need to go a bit faster than that, mate. There you go. That's it. Foot on the right hand pedal. Go on, son. It's dark at R4. Wow, very derated. We actually had a temperature sensor warning come up yesterday on our departing aircraft out of Frankfurt, and fortunately enough, they had to call back through to head office. Well, not the head office, but the maintenance. Appie is Dutch as well. Appie, of course, Wendy van der Veeg, Mikey van der Aren, Rick van Noort, Mr. van der Puel, I think he's also Dutch. Got a lot of Dutch fans and members on Big Jet TV. So here we go, folks. TUI Dreamliner making his way out for departure. It's coming to you now, Facebook, coming to you now. Hey Laros, there we go. Oh, he's gone. Daz has gone. Daz has disappeared. Oh, bless him for not disturbing me. Look, what a lovely lad. Thanks for the coffee, Daz, again. Look, you can see right through these engines, folks. Rene Corticas, of course, yeah. Long-time member on Big Jet TV. So this is the Gen X power plant. Dreamliner going out of Madrid, I filmed the wing. I was on the wing and I actually filmed the wing flex up. You watch this thing bend, man. You watch it bend. Look, there it is, starting to flex now as it builds up speed. There it goes, there it goes. Look at the wing flex, man. Upwards of 12 feet in that flex, guys, from wingtip. Wow, yeah. That's pretty nuts. So I'll be posting that, as well as the example of the reverser engine. Oh, there he is. He's back. Right, folks, get ready. Share it now. Get Grandad up to the screen. Get Granny up there. Get all your kids around the TV. Turn up the sound. No chance, no. Actually, saying that, that's not altogether true. It is, the skies are actually clearing. Okay, here we go, folks, here we go. Check this puppy out. Wow, 7,200 people watching Big Jet TV on Facebook right now. Supporter only chat, of course. Trisha Guy, Odette Stevens, Wayne GCCCCCCC, Singh Parminder, Graham Hill, good day. Samantha Sidal, Trisha. What's it? Wow. Look at this puppy, folks. The world's largest commercial passenger jet right on your screen right now, 60 yards away. Fire it up. Another Singapore mini slinger just touched down. One of them must have been late. testament to engineering. Every time I see that flipping thing. Right, A330 with Virgin Atlantic coming straight out using full length. Runway 23 left. Manchester, Kerry Kelly, good day. Justin Waddington, WestJet 787. Where's that? Samantha Sidow. Oh, I think that's Haynan's being... Oh, WestJet coming into Manchester, right. I think that Hainan being towed, is it? Yes, it is. Jeff Hughes, good day. Kerry Kelly. Thomas Vasey, good morning. Keith Mitchell. Alan Richard Yalman, good morning to you. Wendy Bernabé. Little too much information there, Wendy. Thank you. Marco Del Rudis, loving it. All our Facebook friends, members. Here we go. Where's he going? Oh, he's positioning the Gatwick, is he? Blimey, O'Reilly. Wow. Heaviest thing on that plane is the pilot's wallet. Go on, son. Won't even have time for a cup of coffee. Bless him. Jet 2 going intersect. Those are dashed lines there, folks. That's for the walk bridge. Just in case the operator on the walk bridge doesn't know where to put it. Ooh, misses! Justin Waddington. What's that? Shit. Okay, I'm just going to do a little bit of repositioning here. A little bit of repositioning. Is Rich still in the house? Because we've got one of his ships over there, haven't we? Rich still here? Excellent, that's great feedback. Hello everybody watching on the Daily Express as well. Thanks for tuning in. Won't get any prop vortex off of this, off the ATR. Not so prominent on the ATR. I'll probably be proved wrong now. No, there it is, there it is, there it is. Wow! Look at that! Even more a different style of prop vortex, like a wave form coming off the ATR there. Yeah! So all you scientists amongst us will love that. I think I might have a Swiss 220 coming out. Yes, indeed I do. This is another modern jetliner, folks. One of the Airbus family single aisle jets. Of course, previously the CS series, C series 1, 2 and 300, but bought out by this particular aircraft. It's Bombardier Bombardier, of course, retaining 31% stake still in the programme, but Airbus taking the majority stake and doing a great job, I have to say, supporting that programme. Bombardier, of course, still manufacturing their very successful line of private jets and military as well, I think, possibly. Uh-oh. That's not connected. The thigh bone's connected to the knee bone, isn't it? I just moved something. Why? Did you get something? Oh, that's interesting, because that was at this end. Do you know what? I'm a little bit concerned that SDI lead might be a little bit hooky, Jilly. I reckon that SDI lead might be a bit hooky. The one that those guys sold me, man, for €23. That's a bit of a... Well, yeah, it is good, but it's dodgy, but it's good. Yeah, so, well, we'll run a live test tomorrow. We'll run a test tomorrow, sorry. So just keep me posted on the, if I get anything now, Jenny, because that... Oh, and that Neil Schwartz saying I can't wait for the 380. Neil, it's gone, mate. What were you doing? Were you on toilet? Mark Matthews. I've got some catching up to do with the shows from the week, so that's the rest of my weekend. So there we go. A g'day to Paul as well, if you're watching. Paul Hodgson, of course, with me over the last few days. Michael Kay, Michael Richards, Tamara Goodwin, Caroline, Sandy, Stephen. Hope the feet are well, Paul. I know you was. Tamara asking if I could do a shout out for a Jackson Webstale. He's a very young fan of yours and watching now. Well, a big shout out to Jackson Webstale. Thank you, sir. Yes, you do, Scotty. You do spot a Swiss 220 coming out. She'll be up behind this Flybe Dash 8. You'll see her right there. I'm going to let this one go through the shot, and we're going to concentrate on this, because we've seen our fair share of Flybe Dash 8s. But look at this beautiful aircraft. Let's concentrate on this Swiss 220. Now, of course, hearing yesterday the issues with Lufthansa and their new Neo class aircraft deliveries, huge problems due to the issues with the Pratt & Whitney PW1700Gs, I think, which is on this particular aircraft. Now, I have no doubt these engines may have gone through the fixing program. They had issues with the turbine blades and also the dry sump, I think, or the dry shaft issues. But you might hear the as she spools up. Hopefully we won't. Hopefully this is a fixed aircraft. Look at those beautiful big engines, man. Isn't she glorious, man? Whisper jet. I think we should call it the Hound Dog. Sounds like Hound Dog, doesn't it? Oh. Go on, Sam. Look at all the masts on its fuselage. Yeah, Chewbacca. Chewy. It is Chewy, isn't it? Well, you gotta call it the Wookiee. Yeah, there we go, the Wookiee. It's a Swiss Wookiee. Yes. Okay, get emoji it up. Emoji it up. Oh, super smashing great. Here comes a Orani ATR. Kaylee Seymour likes the 350. Mark Matthews, Baby Vulcan Howl, there we go, Scott Tarpley, Darren Emerton, Tony Taylor, Brian Wakes, Stewie Richardson, Cameron Knights, good morning, good afternoon, good evening wherever you are in the world. Big Jet TV. Well, no, because the 350 doesn't make the howl. No, it doesn't, because it doesn't make the howl. 350 is the plastic fantastic, isn't it? Ross Kennedy. Anyone know if a 300mm DSLR lens will be sufficient for deep shots from this spot? 300mm, yeah, I would have thought so, most definitely. Getting an affirmative from Daz to my right here. 300mm is a long lens, man, and most definitely I would have said that would be sufficient.
Sometimes it's too big.
Sometimes it's too much, right? Yeah. Okay, so there we go. Ross, might be a little bit too much. 10:30. So Wendy van der Weg is watching Big Jet TV, playing with her cat, and the dog, and Gerard is looking at his phone. Nice. There we go. We got 350. Should be finishing off the show today, folks. Here we go. Now watch for the vortex on this. This is crazy. It's like a wash. Here we go. Not quite as noticeable as the previous ATR that went out. Not at all, actually. Can do it on the way back, but might want to. There's one of RT's kites over there. We might have even flown that ship. Can't see its reg, unfortunately, because the catering truck's in the way. Yeah, we should definitely. Tweet it. You know what I mean? Etc. Etc. Trisha Guy. Kerry Kelly. Okay, so Ross, thank you very much indeed. Lizzie Azu, Chris Hyde, good morning. Wendy van der Weg playing with a cat, sorry. Fredor Bossman, Ross Kennedy, Andy Gibson. Devon Hamilton, g'day to you. Dora Gerber, Diesel 1313, Steve Littler. Jane Barrea, Shaker Makers in the house. Are we all going to buy the new US Air Force badge, or like some of us who have the Star Trek logo? Interesting. Oh, okay. Yeah. Is that an American thing? Is that an American thing? Is it? Yeah, the Americans love it, don't they? How you can ruin a perfectly good, normal national anthem as well, which incidentally was an English song, I believe, their national anthem. But it was good, you know, and it is good, you know, if sung normally, you know. Oh, say, can you see by the first city light, and all that. But now it's like, oh, say, can you see by the city light, and all that. They started doing it with the British national anthem, haven't they now? Or the English national anthem, should I say. Is it the British? It's the English. It's English or British? With our national anthem, you know. You know, when you get some pop star singing it. Anyway, whatever. Nyrex, brand new member on Superclass. Nyrex, you, sir, are a legend. And in... Oh, or madam, sorry, it may be. Louis Aviation and Caroline Blair. Thanks for an action-packed week, Jerry. Have a burger and coffee on the M40 services going home. Oh, Caroline, you're a star. Thank you so much. Odette Stevens, a Shaker Maker. Lots of people saying welcome to Nyrex. John Allen, good day to you. Louis Aviation BA has just got their first 787-10 Dreamliner. When did she arrive? When was that? When did it arrive? Has it arrived then? BA's -10. Has it arrived? No, not yet. Okay, I thought so. Alan Yalden, drive careful on the way home, Jerry. You've put a lot of brilliant hours for us recently. Yes, well, sir, I have to be honest with you. I couldn't pass up the opportunity of bringing that green liner to you this morning, because you deserve it, and I think it was quite a scoop for Big Jet TV, of course, and great to see as well. It all worked out the way we wanted it to, of course. So yes, indeed, it's usually the drive back that I was quite buzzing actually this morning when I was driving up here. I wasn't tired, but I think tomorrow's going to be a bit of a day of rest and recuperation, but I do want to get out on the bike tomorrow, so I don't know, I'm just going to throw myself down a massive hill or something. Michael Vivian Lewis, good day to you. Young Samurai, good day to you. Pate Laros, Harvey Simpson, Gary O'Rourke, Adrian James, Ben Gray, Max Mitchell, Mark Jones, Kay Tarpley and Scott Tarpley. Look at that, Scott and Kay right together. I think they're all having a laugh about me talking about Wendy playing with her cat, but there we go. Bird Janranag, Keith Cornell, Harvey Simpson, Tommy Ernst, good day Tom. Tom, planning to get out to Munich soon, my friend, and also we're looking to do something out there in Zurich again as well, and of course now in talks with a We can't say too much about it at the moment, but we're looking to do something very special with an AN124 in the upcoming weeks, folks. Exclusive airside for Big Jet TV. And that will be quite a long show because it's a big piece of equipment that's going to be going into that AN124, but I can't say any more than that at this stage. Jet 2 737 on its way out. Andy, Pate Laros, Young Samurai. G'day, Brian Wait. Tell me the way. Hello there, tell me the way. Odette Stevens. Paul MK. Telephoto 105 to 300 might be more useful. There we go. Okay, Tommy Ernst as well. He notes his photography focal length depends on, first of all, on your sensor. 300mm on FX is totally different to 300mm on MFT. Whatever the hell that is. Ali B. Tom, good morning to you, Tom. Banton Radio. It's Jerry White Van Man. Black Van Man, actually, Banton. Richard Reed. Oh, yeah. Most definitely. Oh, there's another one for all our Dutch French. And from Amsterdam. I want to get a couple of touchdowns as well. I might stay a bit longer just because the departure runway is still pretty spectacular, isn't it? Oh, is it? Oh, brilliant. Ha-ha! I tell you what, it's like the Somme up here, though. The mud is pretty, can you hear it? Step away from the cat. Scott Burgess, Mark Redgewell, good morning. Scott Burgess, Roy Johnson, Kevin Rowett, Chris Wright. Seeing some new names there on Facebook. Folks, come in and say hi. Tell me where you're from, what your interests are in terms of aviation. Emma Funnell gets the odd KLM flying over her. Oh, Mark Costigan. Oh, thank you, sir. Ting Tong John's in the house. Come on, son. All out, all. Missed it, folks. After the show, get back to that 767 United that went out. We've got a double wizard out of her. Spectacular, man. As she lifts through the skies. That's what you feel on board the aircraft. This looks like June, is this June? Chris McNaughty, watching Big Jet TV on the TV instead of my phone for a change. It's great. Yes, it is. Even if I say so myself. Watched it a couple of times on the big screen. Richard Horrocks, good day to you. Justin Waddington, Jet 2 are great. Part of the Air France group this June. Look at this, Easy Neo. Double wave from the EasyJet's pilots. Great stuff, man. Listen to these beautiful, I think they're running the LEAP engines on the EasyJet. Well, Justin Waddington, not seen June in Manchester before. See if we get a wizard. Let's look out for the wizard, folks. Watch out for the ingest. Out of those two big, beautiful high bypass turbo fans. Fredo Bosman, double wave indeed. Ross Kennedy. Wow, Ross Kennedy, I have all booked. Oh wow, really? Here we go. Look at it, look at it, okay. Up early as well, man, look at that. Climb rate. I don't really know. Okay, he's gone quiet now.
You get his wave?
Yeah, I got double wave, man. Yeah. Skipper and the co-pilot.
You always do off easy.
Interested to see whose jet that is, that private jet over there.
Oh, that big long one.
Yes, it's smart, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice, that is.
Oh, it's leased, is it? It's not going anywhere, he's got engine covers on. Oh, here comes a brand new Neo 321 with Turkish. Oh, Odette. I think Odette's thrown a bit of money on Super Chat. Thank you. Oh, Odette. Really, there's no need, folks. I really appreciate it. Of course, that will go into the travel budget. And, of course, the travel budget includes the odd burger here and there. Although I do try and eat healthy while I'm away. You know. Although yesterday it was a schnitzel, it was a spinach schnitzel from the gas station up the road, and a croissant for me and Paul. rather than €6 rather than €22 for breakfast. Leave it out, son. Oh, Mark is the Derp and the Derp and FSX has thrown a quid. Thank you, sir. That's the Derp and FSX. Welcome to Economy. Good morning, good afternoon to you wherever you are. Thank you, the Derp. Tell us where you're from. Mark Thompson, Sean Cousins, Craig Whitmore, Ed G. Good morning from Amsterdam. Ed G. It's another member from Amsterdam. Sam Beck, have we seen the 787-10? Yes, we have, Sam. So sorry you missed it, but rewind to the beginning of the show, my friend, and you'll see it. Lufthansa, Neo saw a bucket load of these yesterday. That, of course, the interestingly enough, hearing from Andy yesterday saying that the next batch of Neos coming from Airbus will feature be LEAP powered and not Pratt and Whitney powered. Lufthansa having to lease.
Cheers, mate.
Nice
Take
to
it
see
easy.
you.
See you, mate.
Have a good one, mate.
Take care, man. Of course, the Lufthansa group having to purchase a number of a big batch of, I think 16. I think he may have said A320 CEOs or a mixture of 320s and 319s, just to make up for the shortfall in the fleet of their Neo aircraft. So, let's face it, not just Boeing having issues, Airbus having issues with the LEAP engine as well, causing them problems. Not the LEAP engine, the Pratt and Whitney power plants, and of course that's down to the airline themselves choosing the engine that they want, and that's obviously something that they will research, and they're given the choice of whether they want a LEAP or Pratt and Whitney. Come on, son! Twig removal. I think we have a twig removal man. Yay! Just one little twig is all it takes. Nice one. Tell me the way. So that's Odette. Thank you, Jerry and Jilly, for a week of amazing shows. You guys rock. Please add this to the Coffee, Burger and Curly Whirly Fund. Hey! Thank you so much, Odette. Jason T. Did I see a new member there? Jason T. Jason T. Welcome to Economy. Interesting. Oh, Ross Kennedy. That's me on both again. Okay, Ross, thank you very much indeed, and welcome to YouTube. Sam Beck, just watched the 787. Very beautiful colours. I like it. Yes, I think we're all in agreement that they've done a great job, Etihad, with the Mint Imperial. Scott Tarpley, yes. Edgy. Cameron Knights. Can an airline change its mind on their engines they put on their new planes? Good question, Cameron. Maybe it depends on at what stage of manufacture they are. There's a good possibility that the second batch of Neos that Lufthansa ordered may have already been with the Pratt and Whitney power plant. However, with the issues that they had with those engines, they may have switched them out to the LEAP engine. Because really, look, let's face it, at the end of the day, the airlines are the ones that sort of like call the shots, so to speak, and as a result of that, Airbus have to it may have cost them an extra bit of money, I'm not sure. Stuart F, welcome to first class, Stuart. You are most welcome, my friend. Anybody listening out on Freeview, by the way, folks, if you're wondering what it is when I shout out welcome to economy or first class or executive and even super class, as we have this morning, they are members on, and of course supporters as well. They are new members on Big Jet TV. There is a supporter program on Facebook. Of course, you can become a supporter. It's right there on your screen. And if you're on YouTube, you can become a member, a channel member, with 4 different levels of membership. Economy, starting at economy, and then executive. Of course, if you're first class, you get to come with us to our look at that clean shot I've got now. Hey, nice one, Daz. Of course, we get you come with us to all our exclusive shows that we do, the European and international tour shows, as we did with Madrid and Frankfurt this week, and of course next week with Motion Sim as well. So this is a CEO current engine option. I'm going to end up with trench foot at this rate. Yeah, like a moving conveyor belt. And on the conveyor belt tonight we have... Oh, air tanker's coming out, is it? I can see a Tui tail just off there in the background. Colin Mellows, g'day. Ross Kennedy, Sean Cousins, Peter, Craig Whitmore, Peter Stehauer. Welcome to Executive, Peter. Of course, an executive member gets to watch all the first view for all of our premieres. We will be putting out the Schiphol edit, maybe even as early as tomorrow, folks, if you're thinking of something to do. But I know a lot of our members have got some catching up to do. Tomorrow Goodwin's going to Amsterdam. Oh no, I think maybe that EasyJet was going to Amsterdam. That's interesting. What was that? Oh. Craig Whitmore, there is a location in Sheldon Park at Birmingham where you get a view of the runway from a shark ices, ocelot's noses, pigeon's toes, get them while they're hot. Hello? Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's interesting. Sheldon Park, isn't that where we went the first time when we visited Birmingham? Which is... Okay, so Craig Whitmore's saying that there is a position above where you get a view of the runway from a higher level and looking straight down the runway. Okay, so that would be above the fence then? Can't think where that could be. But anyway, worth a look. So welcome, Peter Stehauer. Where are you from, my friend? Jason T. The Derp. Have you ever been to Newcastle? Newcastle. No, haven't been to Newcastle yet. The Derp. I think that's more. Is Newcastle more a regional airport? Keith Bryant, are all the engines interchangeable? In other words, got the same engine fittings? To be honest with you, Keith, I think you'll find that the well, actually, no. You know what? That's actually a good point. Would the engine pylon, the hanging part of the from the wing that attaches to the engine. I'd imagine that maybe that's one piece, and then the engine manufacturer has to model their engine around the pylon itself. So perhaps yes is the answer to that. Perhaps you could switch out a LEAP for a Pratt & Whitney, or vice versa. However, of course, all the electrical systems, different systems that go with the engines would not be interchangeable, I'd imagine, with the flight panel itself. So engine temperatures and all that, obviously working on different parameters, I'd say. Peter, welcome. Yeah. Yeah, indeed. Good to see you with us, Paul, and good to see you resting, my friend. I see that there's still a Thomas Cook 330 in that hangar that was under maintenance when they went under. It seems to be missing its engines, which have been repossessed by Rolls-Royce. Tony McCall saying that. Interesting. Repossessed, that's not very good, is it? Wow. It's never a nice thing, is it? Can't pay, we'll take it away sort of thing, you know. Need a pretty big vehicle to turn up and take those off of them. But a great shame, of course. But it is what it is, you know. If the engines were on loan, or Ross Kennedy. Newcastle has KLM, Emirates, EasyJet, Eastern, Flybe, Jet2, BA and Ryanair. So, wow, Ross Kennedy, is that, would Newcastle be the 380 going into Newcastle?
Are you serious?
Oh, that's fantastic. Sorry about that. I think I've seen that, actually. I think I might have seen that somewhere. Of course, it was. I've nicked that off of the great Terry Wogan. It has to be said. So Ross Kennedy, yes, there we go. 777 Emirates 777 into Newcastle. So why not? Why not? Why not do Newcastle? You know, I could wear me jihadi jeans and me jihadi jumper. I could, couldn't I? Here we go, go on, son. Turn and burn. Do a show in Newcastle, man. Let's do a show at Newcastle. Let's do it. Let's just do it. Let's just hope there's no fog on the chain. Hey? Yeah. Oh, here comes your air tanker. Jet 2 air tanker. Just oh look, Craig Whitmore, engine parameters are N1, N2, EGT, EPR. Usually EPR used to be set by classic jet pilots, but it is now set by computers. Okay. Engine something something. EPR. Engine parameters, there we go. Raymond Hyde, we were here to witness the Dreamliner. Oh, is that? Oh no, it's the. Tell me the way. Obviously he is from Edinburgh. Who's that? What's that? What's that on? Tony McCall, yes, I think 60 odd thousand people watched the Triple X, sorry, the 777X sitting there doing naff all for 3 hours last night. Miguel Angel, 737 is much louder than the 787. What a strange world. Well, yes, but the 737 obviously running a much older engine, Miguel, and smaller engine, of course, the CFM 56 power plant, as opposed to the Gen X or Trent 1000 power plant, which is the next generation big high bypass turbofan. High bypass ratio is the correct terminology. Oh, okay. So this aircraft owned and operated by Air Tanker, folks. Air Tanker, a lease company, got a number of these 330s on their fleet. I'm not sure if it's wet leased or dry leased out to Jet 2. Wet leased obviously meaning that they will lease the aircraft with the crew. I'd imagine they're probably dry leased just because Jet 2 already operating the 330. And of course Air Tanker, named Air Tanker because they do actually they can actually refit this aircraft into a tanker configuration, believe it or not, at a moment's notice if required. Obviously not literally a moment's notice, but conversion is possible. Okay, well, yeah, most definitely I'm up for an Edinburgh trip, especially as the Etihad 380 goes in there. Mind you, where doesn't it go? It has to be said. So Trent 7 engines on this Jet 2 A330. Keith Cornell. Good morning, Emmy. Ross Kennedy, yes. Early morning Edinburgh traffic is constant and the positions are great for filming. Oh, there we go. Wow. Lights on full beam, son. bit of wave because I can't see. Can't see naffle. Listen to those engines purring, man. Over 1,000 of those engines built to power, obviously 500 aircraft. Not a lot of difference between that wing and the 350. Obviously the 350 wing having a unique carbon makeup, but in terms of its design, oh, look at the vortex. Shame we don't have clear skies. Beautiful, beautiful, thank you for that. Okay. Is that Brussels just landed? I just got a very quick look at it. Yeah, there we go. We saw their latest Icon aircraft in Madrid, didn't we? With Brussels. Yes. Yes, we did. It was the Hunters. It was a hunter-gatherer. It was based on a famous artist. So probably a few people wondering what that is in the background there, folks. Front end of a DC-10 or MD-11, one of the two, for Monarch Airlines over there. Used to be able to go on board it. I don't think you can anymore. Of course, that is a viewing terrace over there. For anybody who wants to go there. Obviously it costs a little bit of money to park your vehicle, but you can walk in there if you want, if you're able to, if you get the bus up there. There is a Concorde, one of the Concordes, inside that hangar there, but there is also a cafe there as well. Great place to hang out with the kids and the family in the summer. Lovely old Avro jet over there. And of course the BEA Trident, which we were talking about yesterday.
Ryanair video landed in Spain.
Ryanair? No?
Try and find it. Only put on this.
What, heavy?
In the wind. Went,
Oh no.
really went sideways.
Did it?
Yeah.
When was that?
I think it was this week.
Oh really?
Over that way.
Wow.
The only problem is it's a bit like this place, so the person that's videoing it has like got a bush in front. So
Oh
like,
no.
the focus is on the bush. So
Oh,
you can
that's a
see the
shame,
bush,
man.
But you can still tell. You want
Yes.
to be,
Wouldn't want to be on it.
oh God, definitely not.
Oh no.
That thing came back in a week as well. You know that picky I sent you the other week of
The what, sorry?
that China Air that I sent you the other week of you showed it on you when you was live in the studio for one of the all the different colours that they were painting it for ready for Jet 2 that was leaving here. Remember? That green, blue, yellow, all sorts of colours. And
Jilly
you-
remembers.
Yeah.
Yes.
That came-
Sorry, man.
Yeah.
Mind is gone blank.
Well, that came back in the week, painted fully. Now it's fully colours. It's all new.
Oh yes,
Remember
that's
that?
right. Yeah. It was.
Yeah,
It was. Absolutely, I remember that now. Yeah, it had a Air Baltic engine cowls
And all
and
sorts of weird
all that
colours
kind of
on it.
weird and wonderful stuff on it. Yeah. No, that's fantastic. That
Yeah, it
was
flew back to Bournemouth.
really.
So I think it must have been, well, obviously it was painted down there. They also had a paint shop down there. And it came back this week.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, in the silver, it's the silver light livery.
Yes, folks, we do want to come to Australia. Looks like it's going to be a northern trip and then a western trip, a northwestern tip trip, and then the southwest trip. I think that's the right way. Just out of interest, folks, anybody wondering? Sorry. We have the southeast and northwest. That's a Nimrod air-to-air tanker over there, folks. Anybody wondering what that aircraft is? ex-RAF. Still got all its regalia on the wings with its drop tank, well, not drop tanks, but it's extra wing tanks and everything. Good, quite good to see. If you park up in the parking lot there, you'll be able to see it. Just going to lock out there.
Really? Who's that? Oh, tell me the way. Really?
Like the sun here, I'm telling you. This one, it's just made it worse. Okay, tell me the way is saying that he's got some freight on there apparently, or packages or something. Beautiful Finnair. Little 190, is it? Great little aircraft to fly on, folks. If you ever get the chance to fly on one of those aircraft, get yourself on board it. BA operate them, obviously Finnair and KLM as well as Orani. I think they've got two. Orani maybe have two of their 757 coming out. Oh, don't leave that hanging there, mate.
That'll be alright.
Are you sure?
Yeah, favourite software.
Go on, son. listen to this 757 just about to come into shot, folks. Engine pressure ratio, that coming from Craig. Thank you, engine pressure ratio, Craig Whitmore. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, to your left with leaves on it. That's it, that's the one. Alan Titchmarsh doing his job. Oh, they've only got one ERJ, yes. Davy Pott 89 already only had one Embraer. There we go. So Davy Pott, thank you, sir. And Emmy Roulard, of course, confirming that as well. Here we are, beautiful 757 with Rolls-Royce RB211s. Listen to them, beautiful engines. Viewers or views? It's funny. Oh. Oh, that's it then, that's it. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? 10:16. So I'd imagine that we may have seen the final departure out of the left runway. Dane Grayson, take care. Professor Mark Taylor, 380 due in at 10:46. That'll be a good one to see. Hugh Norris is in the house. Haha, Hugh Norris. How you doing? Benjamin, Daniel Skiathos, Jet Blast Pearson. How you doing, Danny? Number 46, Rossi. Yes. Why are we talking about that? Probably his final season, I'd imagine, in MotoGP. Mason Williams, Jerry, a Hainan 330 is headed out to Beijing soon. We saw that being towed to gate. We can just about see her tail off there in the distance, but I don't think we're going to get her. Okay. Scott Tarpley, my first flight on a 757 was with Britannia. Yes, wow, I remember them. Then with Air 2000, Craig Whitmore at Bristol, you can film aircraft as they fly overhead, landing on runway 27 in a place called Felton Common. Okay, Bristol sounds interesting. A lot of people have, well, not a lot of people, but a few people have said about Bristol. So, you know, I think I think it would be rude not to get down to Bristol. And Mark E has upgraded membership to super class. Wow, Mark E, thank you so much. Appreciate that, my friend. Wonderful thoughts. James O'Brien, good afternoon to you. Good morning. Cameron Knights, Vinnie Jones, Ian Lane. Runways are numbered according to their direction. Yeah, their compass direction, of course. Or nearby Benjamin. Any triple sex, 777X info? Well, no is the answer to that. Ian Lane, Brian Wake, Paul Dingsdale, good morning to you. Keith in Miami, how you doing? Joe Perkins, I live in Bristol, let me know when you're in town. Will do, Joe. You'll know as well as everybody else, of course, when I'm going to be making my way down there. Craig Whitmore, Jordan Sharp, lovely part of the country, of course, down there in Bristol. Hello there, hello there, hello there. Jordan Sharp, James O'Brien, Paul MK, I have to talk like that when I'm down there. Welcome to Big Jet TV. First flight was on a 757 Gatwick Roads. Joe Smith, good morning. Michael K, good morning to you. Harvey Simpson, Ross Kennedy, Craig Whitmore. Magnetic compass headings are runway headings. Yes, indeedy. Oh, Craig Whitmore, our man of the hour, always for important information. That's the sort of thing. Oh, look, it's the flying pigs. Simple but distinctive livery, it has to be said. Fly PGS with their Neo program. Yeah, what I've done with the last Toulouse visit that we had, folks, for our executive members, in order that those guys can see what it's like to be on a Euro trip to Toulouse. I've done day one. We went out there for 2 days on the last visit. Day one was a little bit quiet. Well, in fact, it was very quiet due to the ATC strikes that they had out there in France. So very little movements and very little flying activity other than the British Airways A350 that went up. But on the second day, it sort of went mental. So what I've done is I've actually left the video up there in its entirety for you executive members, as well as obviously first class and super class who want to have another look over it. But of course you guys can watch the entire show anytime you want. But I did edit the first day down to about 30 minutes from 5 hours. And then the second day, I think you got 5 hours in total of action from Toulouse. Pick your way through that, but of course that second day did feature the A350 testing the Atoll automatic taxi takeoff and landing systems that they've been testing there in Toulouse, which was fantastic, because obviously on the day we had absolutely no idea what it was that they were doing. I thought it was something to do with landing systems, but no, it was all about the auto takeoff, hands-free auto takeoff. First time ever flown out there in Toulouse, and we witnessed it live on Big Jet TV with all our first class and super class members, of course. And if you haven't seen that yet, we did put a piece out last week just to celebrate that. Using, of course, some of Airbus's own stock footage from onboards and a little bit of EXT footage as well. Vinnie Jones, indeed, they do call Rossi the GOAT, greatest of all time. And there's there's not many people who can, you know, he's a long way from being overtaken in terms of number of world championships across all classes as well. Of course, it's going to be a great season this year with the Marquez brothers fighting it out. That's going to be one hell of a good season, I think. Hopefully, new bikes have been tested. Cameron Knights did there is some of Michael Jackson in the edit. Of course, no one will know what we're talking about there. He's a vegetable. He's a vegetable. He is on the edit, indeed. Odette, thank you very much indeed for your time, and I hope you have enjoy the rest of your weekend. Colin Mellows, number 46 indeed. Michael K, Keith Cornell, Lord Trago from the mill. It is about time we had a normal show from Stansted, a very interesting airport. Okay, well, hopefully we'll be bringing you some more action from Stansted from airside in the near future. Who knows what's going to be happening there. The JD van, how are you doing? Morning, folks, from the Jack Daniels van in sunny Wolverhampton. Daniel, has anyone seen a new Ducati? No, but I bet it looks the bomb. Ducati's bikes always look fantastic, man. Not sure, Emmy, about Riyadh. As I keep saying, folks, Riyadh, as well as all the other air shows, are tied up in terms of their filming licenses and so on and so forth. We were invited specially to a campsite last year, of course, by the wonderful guys there down at that campsite who put us up there. Andy, when is the first Slinger 350 depart likely to be? It was supposed to be during operations on this left-hand runway, but I think she's delayed, so it's unlikely. I've got a movement there. 757 Jet 2 looks like it's making its way. Arnold van der Meij, good morning from Holland. A very nice day to you, Arnold, thank you. And of course, another welcome guest there from Holland. Another one to add to our Dutch contingent. Sherry Hellier, Zombie Biker 600. Zombie Biker, maybe talking about. I remember seeing Rossi in Cardiff a good few years ago when he entered the Wales Rally GB. Yeah, he loves also to. He loves his motorsport as well as obviously his motorcycles. He loves to race cars as well. Loves his rallying. I do have to say, Formula One have sort of like fallen foul of the mark over recent years with since they started all the sort of like, you know, the using the hybrid engines, but it's good to see that rallying is still raw and gnarly and fast as it could ever be. Okay, Phil Loxham, Singapore is departing at 11 a.m. Oh look, is that some kind of like equipment being used, being towed by that vehicle? Yeah, no, I know. I thought it might be that, but I don't know if it is. Because why would they just tow one, and why would he tow it all the way down the runway? I think that might be some kind of measuring equipment. Blimey, Flyby going out. Maybe that wasn't going down the runway. Was he going down? He was going down the active, that fella. Flyby Dash 8 snuck out quietly under our radar, didn't he? I know you're right, Gilly. It is. I think he is just blocking off a. I think he's just blocking off a section of taxiway. Yes, indeed. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Phil Loxham, along with a few other people, mentioning about those Thomas Cook 330s. They're due to be scrapped. Of course, the engines need to be removed, but they will obviously be flown down to the scrapping yard. Great shame, of course.
So at the end of January.
At the end of January, yeah. Of course, probably not reached their full life, I'd imagine, but it just is more economical and more return, I'd imagine, to scrap them, sell them to the scrapyard than it would be to actually lease them, put them back on the books, so to speak. Wade Bodie Lee, thank you. Yes, indeed. Barrier, yeah. So it's just to block off some taxiways. It's just interesting to see just one short little one there like that. Normally they're quite. It's quite a link of them, you know, that span the entrance to a taxiway or an exit off of a runway or whatever. But there you go. Cosmo Smallpiece, good morning. Prestwick, interesting. Okay. Yeah. Have a look. Have a look and see. Yeah, Lizzie, as everybody is saying, Dubai would be a no-no. Unless you never want to watch Big Jet TV again, because I'll end up in a jail. Wow, that's insane, man. Big jail TV. Totally unnecessary, man. Totally unnecessary. Oh, there we go. Jive Josh Manchester, welcome to first class. Jive Josh, welcome, sir. Where is he? Where's Jive Josh gone? Where's he about? Whereabouts? Do you come over to the South Bank, Jive Josh? Tell you what, though, let's just see if there's anything going on in the VIP area. Should we be nosy? Right, so there's the vehicles that you get driven to your aircraft in. And... oh. It's empty, isn't it? Wow. I'll tell you what, last time we were here it was empty as well. There was one bloke standing there, sort of like doing his, you know, clipping his nails. I'll tell you what they should turn it into, a spotting bleeding place, shouldn't they? They make more money out of that. Let the spotters go in there, you know? There's a couple of people in there, but I think that's the office. But yeah, you know. If it's a white elephant, don't close it down. Just give it to the spotting community and let them run it. Because they do good. I have to say, folks, I know I did have my little arping on yesterday about the litter. I've got to say there is no litter here up here at Manchester. There's a few little tiny scraps, but I'm sure they've been dropped accidentally by whoever. But yeah, good to see that there is no litter up here at Manchester. All right, Jive Josh is waiting in LPA for his aircraft to come pick us up just on the Salzburg Manchester Las Palmas turnaround. Wow. Mally Beard, Scott Cowell. Yeah, spotters on the roof. Yeah, indeed, indeed. Why not, I say. Scott Cowell, you're probably right, actually. But you know, you could have a maximum capacity, because imagine if you had the you know, put a fence around the front of it and put holes in the fence like they do in Switzerland. You know, use your imagination. You probably make more money out of it and cover the cost of it if you allowed plane spotters in there. That's what I think, anyway. A330 fan. I'm glad I made your day, A330 fan. Michael K. The RAF used Chinook helicopters. I always remember the first one with door open and the wingman waving at us. The door was closed, coming back, no waving, understandable, very sad. Okay, what's that in relation to? But here we go. 7:57 on the roll. Wow, up like a skyrocket. Look at that. Look at the height. He's out already. Runway inspection. The left-hand runway. Well, Ashford, window tints, Glendudo, judo chop, oh yeah! Mighty Enid, best coffee I've ever tasted in that VIP area. Oh, back in the day. Back in the day, okay. Which VIP area? A little bit confused because that's only been open for like about 6 months. But anyway, Dan Simpson, does anyone remember the good old days of the visitors centre at Heathrow? Yes, indeed. Visited there a few times myself. The Queen's building, the old red brick building. What's that? Oh, inbound. Is it? Okay. Gray Phillips, g'day, just back from Dubai. Good morning to you. Boeing quadruple 7. How do you get to that spot when I just go to the Aero Park, which isn't amazing. Boeing quadruple 7. Ah, now, okay, well, I mean, Boeing quadruple 7, the best way to explain that would be to look on Google Earth, get that visitor centre that you're seeing on your northern track, so that's directly north, and look directly south to you. You will see the mound. You can see it's quite clearly. Actually, I think there is actually a mark now on Google Earth that says the South Bank spotting area or something like that, and you will see the access path that runs down to where the hotel is. You'll be able to park down there and make your way up here. It's a bit of a trek, but it's worth it. There's a nice scenic route if you want to take it through the fields, which is a pathway. Obviously, you know, close the gate behind you and all that. And alternatively, you can walk along the perimeter fence. You should be able to see it quite clearly. Lord Trago from the mill. USF or C-32 going into Stansted later today. A good example of the interesting aircraft they get there. Yes, indeed, they do, Lord Trago. Indeed, of course, the MD-11 going in there as well with FedEx, as well as 747 freighters and the like. Of course, the problem for us with something like that is, you know, it's quite few and far between. So it would be a shot in the dark, so to speak. Mark Jones, really enjoyed the 3 days of solid aviation action, Jerry and Gilly, and the team. Thank you so much. Watford FC, good day to you. Jiv Josh, Manchester, VS75. Oh, Virgin's VS75 is pushing to back, and there it is, right on cue. Thank you, Jive Josh.
Singapore is as well.
What's that, mate?
Singapore is as well.
Singapore pushing back as well.
Yeah.
Okay. What's that, Gilly? Say that again. Okay. Had to move Lionel Richie out of the way because he was hogging the coffee machine. Are you serious? Hello, is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes. Kirsty Finch, welcome to Economy, Kirsty. Come and tell us where you're from. Slinger on the way out, Mally Beard, thank you. Ian Shake Shaft, the Shaker Maker, Dean Willis. I used to be a moderator on the live Lanza Airport channel. Well, Dean, welcome. Oh, she asked him if he was here all night long. And what did he say to that? Kirsty Finch, thank you. Just became a member. Love watching your live streams. You are more than welcome, Kirsty. That was funny, actually. There was a Family Guy where Peter got the Dancing on the Ceiling album, the CD, didn't he? And he was listening to it, and he was like, yes, did they hurt you, Lionel? You've been hurt, Lionel. Anyway, you had to be there. Scott Topley, is that Ruby Tuesday? I don't know which aircraft it is. Craig Whitmore, runway 15 is in use today, so you should get a good view of landing and departing aircraft. That would be where, Craig? Is that Stansted again? Trone Hunter, Virgin 747, indeed, she's coming out. Unfortunately not going to be going out of this runway, but we'll get a good shot of her side on. Oh, Kirsty works at the airport at Manchester. Welcome, Kirsty, to your home airport, and thank you so much for giving us such great viewing pleasure all the time. Dibby, Tony G, hello, good afternoon, Tony G. Dan Simpson, was it the Queen's building you could stand on the balcony? Yes, indeed it was. I remember standing up there seeing 707s, VC-10s, old 747s. Oh, runway 15 in use at Birmingham, sorry. Darren Edmonton, two great things to spend a fiver on. Somebody else just joined up, I think. The Mad Irishman. Hello there, the Mad Irishman. Welcome to Economy, the Mad Irishman. Are you mad? Darren Edmonton, Boeing Quadruple 7. Haley Pilling, sorry. Emirates 380. Now that is, I believe, monitoring equipment of some sort. Oh no, it's lights. That's lighting, innit? Yeah, that's lighting. With a Jenny, with a little Jenny. Ah, yes, they're going to be doing some work down there. later on today, maybe. Yes, it is Ruby Tuesday. Wow, look at the smoky startup from the 7-4. Mad Irishman. I am mad, and my mother and sister are on the Virgin flight out to Orlando. Wave to them. Brilliant. How about that? The Mad Irishman. Yeah, that was a startup, smoky startup from those CF6 engines. Tommy Cosa, welcome to economy, Tommy. I think that might be welcome back to Tommy. Darren Emerton giving a warm welcome to the Mad Irishman. You will. Have a cup of tea. Sean Cousins, Michael K, Cameron Knights. Yeah, that cloud line. That's crazy. That stretches all the way across to the right there. Yeah. So you're going to see the Plastic Fantastic appear any moment now. Just to the left of, to the right of us, the left of that 747. Unless he comes out another way. Two Singapore 350s in this morning, literally one after the other. Here comes the other one now. You can just see his tail there. Phil Jones, purely because the 747 fleet has just been kept at Manchester and Gatwick, of course, being phased out over time as they bring more aircraft in on the fleet. Of course, the Dreamliner is the operational aircraft, as well as the A350 and the A330 down at Heathrow. A330 with the Trent 7 power plant. Boeing quadruple 7 was at the Mac Loops the other day, and it was amazing. Typhoon F-15 along with a CM Galaxy, which is pretty rare. You see, I'd love to do a day down at the Mac Loop, but we might be down there and nothing happens. That's my big worry about being down at the Mac Loop, is because it is you're not able to obviously predict. I don't think so anyway, unless you can tell us differently. Mighty Enid. Oh, Mighty Enid is under that cloud somewhere out towards the northwest. Thank you. Both the Boeing 747 and the Airbus A350 on the move now. Hey, we should do the Mac Loop in the 737 simulator. How about that? Hey, should we do that? Haha! Low level between the valleys. We'll keep a welcome. Phil Jones, Tony McCall. Let's not miss. Thank you, Tony. A380 on approach. I'm going to be ready for that. We don't want to miss that. Jason Piper's son has just taken off from Heathrow in the Malaysian 350. Yeah! Look how big it is, man! Up against that ops vehicle. Insane, man! Wow, that was definitely worth waiting for, man. Still got the reversers running on the turn. Brilliant. That was super fantastic, man. Super fantastic. Hey, I tell you what, he's not, is he? He's not coming over here, is he? No, he's not. Oh, you cheeky chappy. You cheeky chappy. Thought he was just going to come over straight over then.
Busy again, and Nan's pushed back as well.
Aaron Beresford. What's that, mate?
And Nan's pushed back as well. Oh, hey, Nan.
Oh, Haynan's pushing back as well, yeah. So Aaron Beresford just joined the team. I was at the airport pub this morning before having to set off back to Rochdale for rugby. Thanks for viewing. No, thank you for viewing, and thank you for joining, my friend, and thank you for your support on Big Jet TV. Very much appreciated. Darren Emerton, inboard thrusters only. Think of the runway edge and whatever lives in there. Darren, yeah, no, very true. But the truth being that the inboard engines are the only ones that use reverse thrust. Purely because of the fact that they have so much energy that they can disperse for reverse thrust, and also because of the huge amount of spoilers that they have on the wing. And that, together with the braking capability of those huge wheels that they have, basically means that they don't need that the extra two engines to be used for reversing. And of course, I don't think they are at. They do have a reversing capability, but only the inboards are actually utilised. Angela Cooper, Paul MK. I did see an Emirates relocate from Manchester to Birmingham. The Mad Irishman. Very interesting. Okay. Good morning, James Durnick. A330 fan. A330 fan is going to love to see this Hainan 330 coming out. Grey Phillips, Emirates shortest route. Here goes your KLM 737, folks. To film. We've got a Queen active. Looks like the American 330 is also pushed. The Dreamliner, sorry. American Dreamliner's pushed. Turn that round quick. That came in during the show. Something on approach, GP. Okay. Boeing Quadruple has thrown £5 on Super Chat. You are a star, sir. Off to Sheldon Park today, Jerry. Hopefully there to see the Emirates 380. Hope you have a great rest of the stream. Is it you, Boeing Quadruple, who told me earlier on about the other position, or was that Craig? I can't remember. Somebody saying about the higher position at Birmingham. If you're there, my friend, take some pictures from there. I'd love to see the location. Thank you. Sam Beck, do you prefer 747-400 or 747-8? Well, of course, 400, a classic aircraft. You know, my favourite 747 really nowadays, it's got to be the 800, just purely down to its vastness, the Gen X engines that it utilises, and of course the raked wingtip. And of all of them, I have to say, it's probably the freighter, because she has that classic shorter hump on her, which resembles the old 100 variant of the 747, of course, looking fantastic, especially the ones like the Cathay Pacific that has the swing nose as well. Icelandair 757 on its way in. Tony McCall, thank you. Darren Golding, Paul MK. Yes, there we are. Icelandair and TAP on approach. Looks like this Jet 2 737 on his way out. Talk about getting stuck in the mud. Insanely sticky here. It's difficult because when I pan, I have to obviously move my feet, and it's like they're like stuck. It's like, oh, and the only way to get them out is to unplug them, is to twist them to my left and right. Look at that, look at that. Massive, great big thing. Oh, I hear a helicopter to my left.
The all white one.
What's that, mate?
The all white one, the Icelandair.
Yeah.
Without the blue on the bottom.
Oh, right, got no blue on the bottom, no blue on the belly. What?
Yeah, the one that's like that. I was there last week for the one with the mountains on the side.
Oh, really?
And by the time it left, the fog was that bad you couldn't even see this
Wow.
one. Never mind it. All you could hear, you could just hear it.
That's crazy. 350 on the roll. Paul MK, you're a legend, sir. Thank you. Sent £5 towards the Welly Fund, but I can assure you, Paul, even the most hardened boots or footwear is still going to get stuck, as is demonstrated there by Daz with his wellies. Of course, I'm wearing my trusty Skechers,
That's how warm than these wellies.
Oh, they are warm, man. That's yeah. Wellies are too cold, man. If you're gonna wear wellies, you've got to wear big, thick socks.
Yeah.
Because you need the support. That's why I use Skechers. As your Hainan 330 fan is gonna love this. Classic 330 Dreamliner, just about to come out as well. Paul MK, you need some waders. Arshman Hussein will be gone by 6 o'clock, I can assure you. We're just going to get these last departures out, and then I'm going to be making my way back to old London town. Steep climb. Saw yesterday's someone posted oh look at that, beautiful. Someone posted a great sorry about that, a great snowy go around of a 777 and 747 from Chicago Ord. Not so much it was dramatic in a snowstorm, but the position that he was at was brilliant. Great approach and touchdown at Chicago Ord. So we should look at that, GP. Hello? Oh. Sorry about that. Mark Jones, happy birthday to his dad who's 70 tomorrow. Mark Jones is giving him baking him a cake. Making him a cake. Gareth Jones, happy birthday. 70 years old tomorrow. 70 years young, should we say. Yeah. I think we should have a go at that. Professor Mark Taylor saying, are you staying for the Albaster 737 at 11:42? Albaster 737, sorry. 11:42. We were... Why is that? What's the significance of that? Albaster, not that I've seen it before, so that would be why he's saying. Albastar. Okay. Alabaster. Albastar. My apologies for Emmy Roulard. I'll add to the Welly Thunder. Thank you for the great show since we've joined. Emmy, thank you. Gonna get a very professional pair of wellies. Fat Fwank. Danny Williams. I missed the specials in Madrid and Schiphol. Well, you definitely would have missed the one in Schiphol. Or unless you're mentioning about the previous Schiphol, but we were in Frankfurt yesterday, of course, Danny. Oh, I was on early shift last week, so yes, he will be mentioning. Yeah, it was obviously Frankfurt. Gonna miss all next week too, as it's a 6 to 6 all week. Wow, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. That's a long day, isn't it? 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Wow, fair play to you, mate. Ah, look, Kate Hopley just ordered me and Scott a custom JD t-shirt. Excited. Ah, brilliant. Of course, you can design any t-shirt you want, folks. You can put any design on it. You just need to supply us with the artwork if you want something that's outside of our normal remit. Kirsty Finch, Singapore, pushing back at Terminal 2. Wow, second Singapore 350 about to push back. Yes, indeed, I see her anti-collisions are on. Just about to push back. Thank you for that. Kirsty. Frankfurt. He's got it right. There we go, Danny. Cosmos small piece. Diamond studded. Diamond studded boots. Oh, look at me. The Mad Irishman waving to mother. Of course, Mad Irishman's mother is on that you will have a cup of tea on that Virgin 747. Where's she headed? Goodbye, Ruby Tuesday. Steve Drake. I didn't know, actually, funny enough, on my way up here this morning listening on Radio 6 Music, didn't know that Keith Richards and Mick Jagger did time in jail. Well, they didn't actually do time. They were, I think it was suspended or something like that, or it was quashed. They were sentenced anyway. Mick Jagger to 6 months, I think it was, and Keith Richards to a year. But I don't think they served that time at all. Yeah. TC, are there fewer flights out of the Far East because of that serious virus? Well, I'd imagine because of we did hear of somebody in Seattle succumbing to the virus, obviously from the Far East. So yes, quite a serious issue that, and hopefully they'll get it dealt with quite soon. Scott Tarpley's gonna wear it with pride. Go on, son! Sandy Humby, she's off to Orlando. I think we're right in saying that. Okay, American Dreamliner going to appear. Is it not? Super smashing great. Jason Clayton, Aviation Action Live. Orlando, good luck, Danny, with those hours, Stuart F saying. Craig Whitmore, 380s, V1 at about 145 to 150 knots with full VR rotation at about 155 to 160. Here comes the plastic fantastic. We're seeing the American Dreamliner just about to turn on to the active 2-3 right. Still planning to do a show with Airbus at their Broughton plant. On the wing. Oh God, my foot got seriously stuck there. Dreamliner. Going to Philly.
Do you want another latte, Gatten?
Oh, I'm alright, thanks, man. Yeah, no, I'm all good, thank you. Thank you for the offer anyway. Max Mitchell, yes, the Hainan is ready to depart as well. So we've got Ting Tong John. A plane landed in Australia from China and was sent back because it came from the virus outbreak area. Wow. Wow. They're strict, the old Aussies, aren't they? They don't like it happens, sir. Here we go, 747. This is all for the Mad Irishman's mum. So you can show this to your mum. The Mad Irishman. Richard Sinnott, thank you, sir. Steve Green, yes, we've got the Eco Dreamliner, my friend. This 747's turned and gone full length, so that's decent. Yeah, we did get the Eco Dreamliner right at the beginning of the show, folks. If you want to rewind, Danny Williams watching live on the big screen. Here we go, 747. There you go, mate, and happy travels to your mum. Hope she has a lovely time. In there, 330, sorry.
There, can you whip a bacon buster somewhere?
No, you've got very good smell.
Got a big nose.
Ha Jix Dixon, 14 YT, welcome to economy, my friend. Ting Tong John, report says that one of the passengers was showing to have symptoms of the virus. That's why it was turned around. Wow. What are the symptoms of the virus? Oh, right. Mark Sanderson, yes, you're right, mate, you're right. Can't imagine a world without the jumbo. Andrew Strain, when are you coming back to Ireland? Yeah, in time, Andrew. Got a lot to do, obviously. Lots of new places to go, and I want to look after these little regional airports, because a lot of people have been asking. So we're going to do Newcastle. I'm going to go and make a special appearance with me Daddy Jeans. Of course, Edinburgh. That's not regional, I have to say. Edinburgh International Airport as well. And of course, let's just say Newcastle is more than likely an international airport as well. Bristol, going to do Bristol, of course. And what was the other one somebody mentioned earlier on, Gilly? And you said that... No. You said there's special... Prestwick, that's it, yeah. Harvey Simpson, Keith Cornell, Kirsty Finch, Shaker Maker, pneumonia. Okay, apparently pneumonia symptoms. Wow, Kirsty Finch saying Virgin Atlantic are getting rid of their 747 next year. So that's from the horse's mouth, so to speak. Would that... I think they are, man. I think they are. Yeah. blown out of proportion, aren't they? Yeah. No, I mean, if there's a flu epidemic, people die from it. So, you know, it's just, you know. Oh, look, the Mad Irishman slung $2.99 in there. Thanks, mate. You're a legend. Thank you. Straight into the travel budget with you, young man. Thank you so much. Take care, Mad Irishman. Shaker Maker. James Hasty. Never mind Edinburgh. It's got to be Glasgow. Okay, here we go. A330 fans, this is for you. Cool, man. Good tight shot of the undercarriage as it unloaded. Yeah. Hey now. Loving that. Loving that. Beautiful set of Trent 7s on her. Okay, well, Plastic Fantastic is next to go. Same as where you are on the mound, Mally Beard saying, great location at EDI, okay. Well, I've got to come to Scotland then, haven't I? Scotland! Should I make a trip to Fort William while I'm up there? Take the bike up with me and go to Fort William because they've got ski lifts up there now. Been a long time since I rode Fort William, but I'd love to ride that downhill track. We are Neo Sawyer. John Morgay, or Morg, welcome. John Morgay, welcome to Economy, John. Tom Aviators, good morning to you. Hendrik. A family here in Melbourne already isolated in special ward, one or more found positive to the virus. Wow, Hendrik, that's all you bloody need out there in Australia, isn't it? Paul Dingsdale, good day to you. You know, there's another one. Look, apparently it's come from meeting snakes. A minute ago it was from meeting koalas. Oh, I don't know. Kate Opley, okay. Jerry, thank you for being a legend. Grab yourself a Costa coffee. Thank you so much, Kay. Tom Aviators has thrown £1 in the pot as well. Thank you so much. Tony McCall, Edinburgh, blimey, that's another pound. Tom, if you accidentally keep hitting the button, Tom, make sure you... Bat suit, Mark Sanderson. Big Pam, take care. Johnny Burr. Johnny Burr's got some catching up to do. We are all Neo. We are all Neo. Used to live in Fort William. Do it, lad. Yeah, great place to visit. Beautiful village at Fort William, and of course, wonderful hills to ride on, or down, should I say. Someone said about how far Edinburgh was from Glasgow in terms of drive time. Are they opposite side of Scotland? Okay. Well, we'll have a go. Yeah, definitely. Hey, let's put together a regional airport tour, a plan for the next couple of months or something like that. Gilly, yeah, fancy that? Sam Beck. Lamo Cakes, good day. Ting Tong. Ting Tong, you're absolutely right. Obviously today with air travel, it's always been the case though, hasn't it? You know, it's always been the case. It's not today. It's always been the case with viruses. And I mean, obviously, with the fact that it's you know, it's so accessible. Anywhere is so accessible now. Right, hold on a minute. He's put another quid in there, has he? Are we going to end up giving him a refund? Oh, is it? Oh, okay, perfect. Oh, my foot stuck. Flipping heck. Let's get a map of the UK. Get a map of the UK, Gillian. Let's put the dots on the map and do a tour. Yeah, and do a tour. Then we can let everyone know we're coming and notify the local McDonald's. Put them on alert. Oh, John Lennon, John Lennon. Calm down, take it easy now. Oh, okay, so Scotland would be a sort of like a 2-day tour, would it? A couple of days. Oh, that was close. That was close. Oh, I nearly went then. I nearly went. He's an artist. Oh, I nearly went there, man. I nearly went there. Folks, thanks for your company today. Really appreciate it. Thank you to all you wonderful people for joining. Thank you for everybody for tuning in. Great fun once again. It was worth the trip, I can assure you. I might feel tired one of these days, but at the moment I'm on a high because of you guys. It's been a great couple of days as well out there in Madrid, and of course Frankfurt, yes, a fat wank yesterday, and of course today at Manchester once again. Thank you, Manchester, for delivering. Thanks to Daz and Kaz for the coffee. Really appreciate it. And I will see you next week for the midweek show. Not sure where we're going to be yet. Have a little patience. Oh yeah, Motion Sim next week, folks. And it's members only on Wednesday for the Motion Sim show. We have put a notice out to members, by the way. If you've got any questions you want to ask the pilots, and also any specific scenarios you want to see played out, we're going to do the Mach Loop, that's for sure. That's got to be done in a 737 NG. How about that? We're going to be doing that. So join us as members only on Wednesday with Big Jet TV. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you want to rewind, if you just joined us, the show, the Etihad Greenliner, the Eco Greenliner, she went out first thing this morning. You might want to check that out. It's a beautiful looking mint Imperial headed out there on runway 23 right. Unfortunately, she went out on 23 right, but to some people it was actually quite good because we got a great side-on shot of her. We've got her taxiing out as well, so that was good fun. But once again, another fantastic show with all you guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you members next Wednesday. And if you're a free viewer, then you'll be able to know where we're going to be going probably by the end of next week for next Saturday's show. So look after yourselves, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and whatever you do, be good to the animals. I'll see you later. Bye bye.